Hey guys, and welcome to the next tutorial for Certified Ethical Hacking or CEH. In this tutorial I'll be teaching you about the GNI, that's Global Network Inventory. So this is a continuation of previous tutorial from where I left off the NISS and the GNI part. So once you start the GNI, this is how it looks like. Just click on next and select the IP range. In our case I'll be using the IP range scan, and just set an IP range over here from where to where, and you can just go ahead and click on scan. So I'll just go ahead and select it from, let's say, to 2 and or let's say for example to 10, and I'll go ahead and scan them. So you can also go ahead and use the connect as in case you have another computer's name, and you can scan from over there, or you can just scan from your computer and click on next. And I'll just never rescan because as of now I just need to make sure that I am the only one that is scanning it. So I'll just go ahead and click on finish. So it will go ahead and scan all the information related to my computers over here and give it over here itself. So it displays the scanning which are in progress over here. So as you can see, this is my own computer over here which is getting scanned, so that's not actually any issue over here for scanning this. So I'll just go ahead and stop it and check what information do we have over here. So as you can see, this is my own computer, and right now it's giving me the timestamp and all the necessary information, the workgroup count, the time count. If I want, I can get the host name, that is the cabin, that's my username for this computer, the status, the MAC ID if I want, the vendor of the OS name, that's Microsoft Windows 8.1, the processor name which I have not actually processed, and if I have any comments I can straight away go ahead and fill that over here. Vendor name Realtek is actually the vendor for my card system. So you can also go ahead and do a lot of other scanning, new scan. You can use the IP address scan, domain scan, host scan. You can use the different tools over here to go ahead and scan multiple other things. I won't be going much in detail over here because I would be showing you how to scan a lot of the things using when I would be using Kali Linux, because that's much more proper. So that's it for this specific part for GNI. Next thing that I would be teaching you right now would be browsing anonymously using the proxy switcher. Proxy switcher allows you to automatically execute action based on the detected network connection. In this tutorial, I taught you about how we could go ahead and gather information, the NetBIOS details, service running on a computer, and in the previous tutorials also I taught you the same thing. NetBIOS, if you may have forgot, NetBIOS provides programs with a uniform set of commands for requesting the lower level services that the program must have to manage names, conduct sessions, and send datagrams between nodes on a network. So these things can be done via NetBIOS, and an expert penetration tester will be able to follow typical security practices to block such internet-based attacks to let them identify their own NetBIOS information. So you must understand how networks work and how they are scanned, so using the proxy switcher, so that you know in case an attacker tries to do that. So this tutorial will show you how you could hide your IP addresses from your website you visit, and proxy server switching for improved anonymous serving. So I'll just go ahead and try to download the proxy switcher. So as you can see that this is the proxy switcher, you can just go ahead and download it from over here. There are also a lot of other tools as well. You can just go over here and check. This is the light version and this is the main version. So as you can see, the standard version, let me check the freeware, and the more powerful standard version. So let's see if we need to actually go and download the standard versions. So I believe this is the standard version, I believe, right? So let's go and start that and see what all things could we do. Proxy switcher actually allows you to automatically execute connections, and it also comes with some default options, for example setting proxy settings for Internet Explorer, Firefox, and Opera. You can install Proxy Workbench, and Proxy Workbench is located at over here. You can just download it from over here. You can even use it from Firefox, and you can just install them. I won't be installing them as of now because my computer is already running on a proxy system, so it will just go ahead and mess up the whole system. But this is how it looks like once you go ahead and download them, and you will be able to run them. So these are just tools which you need to actually go ahead and scan the system. But when you're actually trying to do something, a lot of other things actually matter than just going out and using the proxy bench or the proxy tools and a lot of other things. You need to make sure you need to use your experience to identify whether a port or an open let's say for example open port and IP address is getting hacked. So because it's not just the tools that actually matter a lot, it's your experience which will tell you whether keeping these kind of things are actually safe or not. Because there's no such thing as 100% security, because there's always some other thing, either it's a person or it's a security vulnerability or the software or the hardware which has some or the other bug, and one cannot actually go ahead and hide all those bugs once and for all. So in order for that, you need to make sure that these things, some of the other stuff that actually make sure that you don't actually mess these things up. So I think as of now that would be it for this tutorial, and in the next tutorial I'll be continuing with the more different part, and but not the scanning, but with something different that will allow you to gather much more information related to ethical hacking. So I think that would be it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial we'll be starting with enumeration. So thank you for watching this tutorial guys, and have a nice day ahead.